So, back at the start of February, I took part in Charley Clements' Fun with Faces challenge, which is like a week-long drawing challenge doing a portrait or a face every day based on 3 prompt words, which I thought would be a good way to challenge myself to draw daily for a bit and also to just do portraits. It's been a while since I've done portraits. I usually do them for art fight, and sometimes I draw them every now and then, but it specifically gave me some ideas for portraits to draw and see where they could go. So, as always, starting out by sketching ideas in my sketchbook. I did this on the day because I decided last minute I was going to do this challenge, but yeah, I thought I'd thumbnail out an idea or general for every day of the week so that when it got to it, I could just refer to the thumbnail and start from there and I wouldn't be completely starting from scratch. This is how I always like to do challenges so that I'm not just fumbling around blindly on the day. So these are my sketches, my plans for the week. We got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, where's Thursday? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday in the corner here. And yeah, I've got a few different ideas for each day. We shall see how it goes. I did this challenge in Procreate. I usually always use Procreate for drawing unless I'm doing very sketchy stuff. So I took each of my sketches and I put them into, I took a photo and then I start sketching off of that in Procreate. I usually do a faint outline and then I add line art on top, and then colour and then shading, and then over time I've added more and more levels of different shading bits I do. So I thought I'd kind of walk through each of the days. This one's was fruit, wavy hair and dream. So I went really subtle on the fruit. I just did some strawberries in the hair. I thought like a little cottagecore vibe to it, and I ended up going with like a night sky background for the dream aspect, and then wavy hair, self-explanatory. I think this was one of my favourites of the week. I think it's the one I spent the most time on. Like, I was starting it out, and it had quite a nice consistent vibe, For the second one I actually I went really basic in the sketch because this was teal, white hair and botanical, and with all of these I was like, I could go really try something new, but I think I just wanted to get back in the rhythm of making some simple drawings, and just trying to remember my style almost. I've been very on and off with drawing for a while, so I'm just trying to get back into the rhythm of creating and making things. But yeah, this one actually, the hardest bit I think was the hair, because it was so light. I struggled to find, I ended up going a teal colour to shade it, but I don't think I quite got the definition I wanted, just because it was so light I couldn't get the highlights to come out bright enough. And then I think it blends in a little bit, but I do like the contrast. I mean, it's quite plain, but the brown and the teal, it was a nice colour scheme to go with. I think it took me a lot of fiddling around. These first two were the ones that took the longest to make. This one, on the other hand, we went a little bit creepy, I don't know. It went into the kind of little sister vibe. I've been watching New Girl at the moment, and I think her hair just kind of looks like Jessica Day's hair. So it just kind of makes me think of New Girl every time I look at this one. But yeah, we've gone for Tenenbaum's top for some reason. We've got a bit of a Bioshock Bug Girl vibe going on with the scary skin. I ended up with the really pale yellowy skin. I did start out with a pale blue, I think, if you saw, and then shading the hair. I think this one was, what was it, red lipstick, insect and vintage. I don't know if it's quite vintagey enough, but yeah, I could have drawn an insect on her. Instead we went with bug eyes. A lot of fun. I know, it came out kind of cute. It was different vibe to the rest. It really stood out. I think gave it a difference. This one, I really liked the sketch. I knew exactly what I was going in for, and I don't know, it's scarf, I think, scarf pattern and sunglasses, and don't really know where the pattern is. I guess the dots in the background, but the scarf is just I'm thinking a massive boa feather boa, you know. I used to have a pink one when I was little that I wore to death. Well, I think my sister wore it to death, but me first, between the two of us. There were no feathers left on that thing by the time we'd finished with it. But yeah, I went for some big funky sunglasses. Big fan of these at the moment. I think I saw them in like Ulysses Draw This In Your Style, and I've kind of been whacking the similar design and things for a while. Struggled quite a bit with this one. Was going for cloud hair. I did like ages ago for Inktober, kind of a cloud hairy thing, but it was very big, and I think this was going very much that direction, particularly at this stage. But it was meant to be rainbow, cloud, and afro, so I was kind of trying to get like the textured hair, and it just wasn't working with the cloud shape. So I did end up doing what I should have done from the start, which is actually getting a reference. And I went off that to try and get the curly hair, and I just went for a straight out kind of curly style. Which is different to what I normally do. I haven't quite got down the shading on this kind of hair texture. It's something I need to practice a bit more. But I'm happy with how it came out in the end. The rainbow was quite subtle. I think it's like the bodice of the dress. I went with a rainbow. And then rainbow earrings. So it moved in a different direction to where I was intending it to go in the first place. But I managed to get the clouds there in the background, and the colour scheme I was happy with in the end. It came together. Oh, I like the stars. I forgot I put stars in. I've definitely been, I don't know if you can see, scribbling on every single one of these. I don't even know if it adds much, but I just like adding a little scribbly texture. Now, this, I did have a different drawing planned, and then I didn't have much time on the day, and my boyfriend had been begging me for ages to draw this character, which I made in uni, called Sterling, which is based on a fox. And so we've got grumpy little Sterling covered in a ton of scribbles. And he's just kind of cute. It's been ages since I've drawn him, so you know, it was fun. He's simple, he adds in something different, and then the final day, did not think I was going to get this done because I work all day Sundays, and I managed to squeeze it in the evening, and the bunchies got way more dramatic than they were to start with, but we've got the eyeliner, ribbons, and smile, and she's definitely smiling. We've got good old toothy grin, as I do love doing the little grimace. And yeah, this was just kind of like a comfort draw, I guess. It was what I like doing. I think, did she end up with freckles in the end? Probably, you know. A bit of a Goldilocks vibe, actually. And then I love drawing bows. I went lots of bows. It's very pink and simple, and I like this one a lot. I think it's my strengths, like what I'm used to drawing. But yeah, this is all of them together, the first 4. I think there was a real range of different designs throughout the week. Like, it didn't go where I thought it was going to go. They didn't all look exactly the same. But they all definitely look consistent in style. And it was a good challenge, you know. I do like drawing portraits. And it's nice to have the prompts to work off of, because otherwise they can end up very similar. And I'm hoping to do a challenge. Well, I'm working on it at the moment, trying to do like a 100 heads challenge to improve. So yeah, I'm hoping to improve on my portraits and how I draw people, and kind of make even more difference, diversity in how I'm drawing them, make them look a little bit less similar. But yeah, this was mostly a comforty draw, just kind of fun, not think too much challenge, and I liked it. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope it was interesting to kind of see the process, and let me know if you'd like to see more of this or any other challenges you can recommend. I'd love to do some more. I think they're a great way of practicing and learning and kind of pushing me out of my comfort zone. So, you know, any challenges, or you've done some challenges and enjoy them, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye!